Hi guys, you all know that meme going around Facebook, right? That you had one job and you failed at it. So Pakistan is a bit like that. It had one job. It was born and created out of the sole goal of destroying Hindus and Hinduism, of flying the flag of the Middle Eastern settler colonialists all across this Akhand Bharat region. And it failed at that. It's breathing its last few breaths and it's being killed off by people who have the same goals as them. They think that they can maybe do a better job at this. But we will get into today what this means for India specifically and some different viewpoints, and also the specific details of how Pakistan is so screwed, along with the bomb blast that just happened in Pakistan a few hours back. And also, remember, Pakistan's foreign reserves are over. It has about 3 weeks worth of money left to buy to imports. It has no food, it has no electricity. A few days back, 200 million people in Pakistan were in the darkness. It has no money for food, and they just increased the price of fuel by about 35 rupees. So let's get into why some of the reasons that I have of being pissed off with Pakistan, and we will end with a Deepak quote, which I think is very apt in the case of Pakistan and how we should treat them. So first, this is a report from The Dawn. This is a Pakistani newspaper. 44 killed, 157 injured in blast at Peshawar police lines mosque. And Tehrik-e-Taliban that is the Pakistani Taliban. They have already claimed responsibility for the blast. So any day now, they will have the entire country to themselves, and there's nothing Pakistan can do about it. There's nothing the Pakistani military can do about it. And China and America, who have usually been Pakistan's best friends, I don't think, at least not until now, it doesn't seem like they are about to help them. So Pakistan is a country that took away the land of our ancestors, which, among many other things, housed the Takshashila University. You see, this is the university which attracted scholars from all over the world. And guess who taught at Takshashila University? People like Panini, the master of Sanskrit grammar, and Mr. Chanakya himself, Vishnugupta Chanakya, Kautilya. Okay, let's see some other things. This is the Hindu population in Pakistan by percentage in 2017. This is 2.15%. This is the Hindu population in 2020, 1.9%. Okay, this is a hilarious article. It's not a hilarious article. I mean, this is a hilarious phenomenon. This is an article in News Laundry. Guess who it's written by? Anand Ranganathan. So anyway, I opened this article to talk about the graphs here. So what was the Pakistani population in 1951? The Hindu population in Pakistan, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. That's the average. Let's check out conversely the population of the Middle Eastern settler colonialists in India. 9.8% in India in 1951. Okay, 14.2% according to the 2011 census. Okay, now New York Times, one of the most commie, far left, culturally far left, anti-Hindu newspapers in the world, they are writing an article that says poor and desperate Pakistani Hindus accept Islam to get by. Drawn by jobs or land offered by Muslim groups, some Hindus facing discrimination and a virus-ravaged economy are essentially converting to survive 2020. Okay, this is what Pakistan has done. And now here are some details about the problems Pakistan is facing today. A short gist.
This was Pakistan's biggest outage ever. Its national grid failed. 220 million people were without electricity, many of them also without food. There is an acute shortage of food, plus they're running out of cash. Reports say Pakistan has money to cover just 3 weeks of imports, and the security situation is worsening by the day, so much so that Pakistan could now break up. This is not an exaggeration. We have facts to back this up. Since its birth, Pakistan has been broken once. That was in 1971 when Bangladesh declared independence. And now 50 years later, Pakistan seems to be on the verge of yet another breakup. The Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan is an umbrella organization of terrorist groups, 3 in particular: the Taliban in Afghanistan, the Al-Qaeda, and the Islamic State Khorasan, or ISIS-K. The TTP was formed in the year 2007 by a man called Baitullah Masood, the one said to be behind the assassination of Benazir Bhutto, former Pakistani Prime Minister. She was killed in 2007. Back then, the group had spelled out 3 goals for itself: enforce Sharia law in Pakistan, support the Taliban in Afghanistan, and conduct a jihad against Pakistan security forces. 3 goals.
So, it's not like they're very nice people. It's Pakistan has been the face of evil on earth, and it's going to be a little worse now. But the main thing is that I think now it's going to become an officially a terrorist failed state, which it always has been, but it has been kind of ignored because of their cricket and the biryani and Sufi music. That's the problem we have always faced, that they keep sending the terrorists, they keep building the terrorists, they keep having the same goals that their founders had while making Pakistan, but they also keep sending us musicians and cricketers. That pretense of not being a terrorist failed state is now going to go away. That is the best part about all this. Now let's check out Major Gaurav Arya's opinion on this.
Is there any good for India if Pakistan breaks up, or is it good for India if Pakistan stabilizes itself and democracy gets some hold in Pakistan?
Smita, I think it's a function of intent and capability. Today, Pakistan has the intent to cause India harm but does not have the capability because of its own shenanigans, its own lack of money, it being in the FATF for more than 4.5 years, close to 5 years. I think all these factors are there. The day Pakistan has capability, there will be again a 26/11 or an Akshardham temple attack. They will do it again. That's number one. Number two, I'd like to say that, to quote General Ashfaq Parvez Kiani, former Chief of Army Staff of Pakistan, he said that if you have capability, intent can change overnight.
Because remember, Pakistan is like a perpetual suicide watch country. Their only threat to the world has been that give us money, save us, or we will blow ourselves up. They have held a gun to their own head for all these years, and they have said that, oh, हमारा क्या होगा? हमारा न्यूक्लियर बम किसी के पास, किसी दुष्ट आदमी के पास चला जाएगा, so help us. Or the nuclear bombs will get to the wrong hands. So that is also something that's going to happen now. Pakistan is on the verge of breakup or on the verge of getting annexed by the Taliban. And the Taliban is going to have nuclear arsenal. And I don't think they are dumb enough to attack India with nuclear bombs, because they know they'll also get blown up. Of course, they are suicidal, so who knows what they want. But at least since the pretense of terrorism and being a failed terrorist state is going to go away, if push comes to shove, a war is going to happen. And then I think we can happily and proudly go there and fight the wars that we need to fight and have our military bases there, or reduce the country's population to second-class citizens of India. We can take back the country now. We can take back the land now. Or if the Taliban wants peace, they can have peace. But the pretense of that Sufi music and cricket, that is what is creating all the troubles for us so far. We can't handle Pakistan in the appropriate way because a huge number of Indians think Pakistan is not a failed terrorist state. That pretense is about to be dead forever.
A lot of people have said, army generals have said, and a lot of diplomats have made this point that a stable Pakistan is in India's favor. It'll help India if there is a stable. How? If somebody can explain to me logically, I think this is aman ki aasha wala jo pyar hai na, कि ऐसा हो जाएगा फिर ऐसा हो जाएगा, है ना? Like a lot of people in Delhi, they miss Lahore. एक ज़माने में जिन्ने लाहौर नहीं देखा वो जमिया ही नहीं. All this is fraud. ये सब झूठ है ये.
Even Bengalis shared this opinion and these nostalgic romantic opinions on Bangladesh, of course, that আমাদের দেশ ছিল. But and they think that Bangladeshis treat us so nicely when we go there. They call us mehman. But those guys kicked us out. Our homes are there. Our land is there in Bangladesh. We had to leave. We got killed. We got converted. We want all those back someday.
The existence of Pakistan is detrimental to India's national security.
Repeat that.
The existence of Pakistan is detrimental to India's national security.
That's a very radical line.
I'll tell you why. They attacked us in 47-48. They attacked us in 65. They attacked us in 71. Operation Genghis Khan. Right? Operation Gibraltar in 1965. They attacked us in Kargil. Why are they not attacking us now? Because they cannot. They will attack us again.
Now, that isn't to say that the existence of Afghanistan is not detrimental to Pakistan, India's security, national security. Because if Afghanistan now ends in Punjab, all of that is, if that's Afghanistan now and Taliban takes over, that's also detrimental. But we will do whatever it takes. If they want a war, we'll give them war. If they want peace, we'll have peace. It's the pretense that is a huge problem for India.
आप मुझे बता दीजिए कि ये 5 साल का पीसफुल कोई, ये कभी नहीं हुआ, ये झूठ है, ये हमने झूठ अपने आप को बेचा है. Indians have sold themselves, and I feel very, very strongly because so many of my friends, their names are in the National War Memorial.
Yeah.
I have no forgiveness in my heart for Pakistan.
Yeah.
Right? It can be an emotional reaction from my side, but the fact of the matter is, Smita, that ये फिर अटैक करेंगे, ये फिर हमला करेंगे, आप दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ाएंगे, ये सांप फिर डसेगा. This is going to happen again and again till the time you solve the problem. What we are doing wrong in Kashmir, I'll tell you.
I paused to tell you that this is a very important point, very great analogy. So just keep in mind what he says.
What we are doing wrong in Kashmir, Smita, is simply that, a problem that exists in Rawalpindi, we are trying to solve it in Srinagar. Right? It's like a tap. जिससे एक नल है ना, जिससे पानी निकल रहा है, वो पानी हमारे कमरे में आ रहा है, हम वाइपर लेके उसको साफ कर रहे हैं, फिर लेकिन नल ऑन है, वो नल पाकिस्तान के अंदर है, लेकिन हम इंडिया में झाड़ू लगा रहे हैं, पोछा लगा रहे हैं कि पानी चला जाएगा. Unless you go into Pakistan and switch off that tap physically.
But Pakistan will have to cease to exist, which means Talibani Pakistan will also have to cease to exist. So the best case scenario is if Indian military takes over Pakistan and reduces to the status of Gaza. They will have to become second class, third class citizens in India. Pakistanis and the entire population of Pakistan, of the soon to be former Pakistan, they have to become second rate, third class citizens with way lesser rights than Indians, but they will be alive, they will have food, they will have education. I'm not talking about concentration camps here, but they cannot be allowed to exist in the form of Pakistan the way we know it today. Not in the hands of the Taliban, not in the hands of these Imran Khan and others. But for now, Taliban is going to take over, I think, and we'll see where we go from there. But this is another step in the right direction. Jaya Jaya He Mahisha